have spent the good part of the last 3 years travelling the world and playing to fans. Being on the road is where they feel at home. But even after all the live shows they've played, their first ever tour as Simple Plan holds a special place in their hearts.
It was actually the best tour ever. Still today,
Sugar
it's the
Ray,
best
I
tour
think
ever.
it beats everything.
Because it was so new, you know. We were there with a band called Sugar Ray in the States for a month and a half.
Doing meet and greet and interviews was fun. It was like, oh my God, people were...
Not only that, we would hang out. We would hang out in the crowd because no one knew who we were. So we like go to the merch. We'd sell our own T-shirts.
Talk to people, bring people backstage.
It was so easy to pick up chicks back then because you could just hang around.
While Sugar Ray was playing, you'd be walking in the crowd and be like, oh, I could get you backstage to meet, you know, Mark McGrath, and then you were in.
But it was a great tour. We had a good time. We actually bought a Winnebago and, rented a Winnebago and like took it out.
And we ruined it.
It was amazing. It was good times. We drove our own, our own little.
It was a good time,
truck.
man.
It was actually really fun. Really fun. I think it still sticks out in our memories as really, one of the better tours.
And that's when we got our gold record. No, it's when it came out. Sorry, it's right when the
record came out while we were touring with Sugar Ray.
And they bought us 2 bottles of champagne, popped it up.
And we couldn't even find our records in record stores.
Yeah, we went. Like first day came out. We're gonna go to
Best Buy.
We're gonna go find a record. Follow me.
So we're filming the whole thing.
And we're like, seriously, you guys have plans? Like, never heard of it. Don't have it. We're like,
where was it? Do you guys
came
remember?
out today, man.
First day.
Illinois.
Illinois, but I remember.
PA, it was in PA.
Anyways, you know what? It was nowhere, nowhere to be found. But eventually things changed.
And did they ever? Life on tour is now quite different to when they first started out.
It's a lot more work. We do a lot of press. Flying in and out, a lot more jet lag. But we got to see a lot of cool places in the country, and the shows got bigger. A lot more fans, so the shows are a lot more fun. But the bottom line is it's still the same thing. We still kind of do the same thing, but on a bigger scale. We've been on the road for like the last 3.5 years without stopping for more than like 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
We stopped to make a record, that's about it.
Yeah.
It's been pretty intense.
It's become part of who we are. I have no more friends. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a dog. I only have like a bag of clothing that I carry with me, about 4 pairs of shoes, and a whole stack of condoms.
Oh my God!
Yeah, because we never use them.
I'm kidding. I don't even get laid. I try, but it doesn't happen.
Despite their success around the world, it seems Germany is still yet to catch on to Simple Plan.
The worst show was in Germany. Hanover, Germany, 4.
And once again, this other last show in Germany again. What's up with the Germany?
7 people were watching us,
the last time
including our merch guy.
The entire front row was smoking.
I was like, I'm gonna have cancer here.
Don't they have like cigarette laws over there?
Isn't it amazing that the same planet can have Germany and Australia?
I know.
It's amazing to me.
I don't want to break Germany.
We want to break Germany.
Right now,
we want your marks.
But even us Australians were a little slow to catch on. Simple Plan graced our shores in 2002 and played to a handful of people. But when they returned in 2004, this time supporting one of their favourite bands, Green Day, the band were welcomed by thousands of screaming fans everywhere they went.
It's the best tour ever.
We'll let David talk about
it. I think the Green Day tour is the best tour ever because not only we're touring with Green Day, but it's in Australia.
That's all you got.
That's all you've got to say. You talk about it all day long.
We're giving you a spotlight. That's all you got to say.
They're my favorite band ever, and I think most of us grew up listening to Green Day, and actually, Green Day gave us the love.
They gave us
music.
wings.
They gave us wings, and they gave us.
They gave us strength to carry on.
That's right. So it's kind of cool that we get to watch them every night. Amazing.
The fans in Australia give almost as much gifts as Japan. I would say even more.
You know what? The fans in Australia are just like everywhere else, except they're, I'd say, 20% more attractive.
20%? Hey,
40%.
We just did a signing at the music store, CD store. And I'm not going to say the name.
Hard to say.
I'm not going to say what name.
The music store.
It was amazing. It's actually where I got my little friend.
Pretty much everywhere has been really mind-blowing. It's really cool to be able to, get emails from people, around the world telling us that our songs have made a difference in their lives. It's hard to explain.
I think the coolest thing about playing is just, the reaction, the kids just,
the feedback.
The feedback with the kids is
Being
so
able
good.
to look at them in the eyes, and it's so weird to see that they go crazy, you know, and you go crazy as
It
well.
makes you
so
want
it's
to go
kinda-
even more, just like be more into it. You know, it's so rad.
We all are just kids, right?
I'm just a kid.
Simple Plan have been lucky enough to share the stage with some of their musical heroes, but that's not all. They've even managed to interview some of them as well. Drummer Chuck was also a music journalist.
Chuck interviewed Bad Religion when he was like 14.
Yeah, that is correct.
I saw you on TV do it.
And I played him our music.
Yeah.
I remember that. Chuck
He went like this. He's like,
It's good.
Chuck was an
And it sounded just like Bad Religion. It was like, it's a...
Chuck was an interviewer, and
So it's such a ripoff.
he actually bashed the shit out of Sum 41.
That got us in a lot
while
of
ago.
trouble, you know, because some part was so cool. They didn't like us because Chuck didn't give him 5 stars.
I give them 3 star, 3.5 out of 5. I think
That's pretty good.
That's
That's
more than what they deserved.
Yeah.
That was
That
pretty
record,
generous.
it was like
They're lucky that they got 3 stars, if you ask
it was
me.
half hour of
Yeah.
power, and I thought it was actually half
I stand by my
It was a
rating.
nice review. He even called it. He's like, "Do you think it's all right?" I'm like, "Dude, it's fine. You said the good points and the bad points."
I just
Sum
said-
41 sucked my
I said-
fucking dick.
I said
You guys
maybe
are crybabies.
maybe you shouldn't have a drum solo on your first demo. That's what I said. And I stand by that.
I
alright?
agree with Chuck on that one.
Thank you.
I don't know.
But the talents keep coming. Pierre and Chuck, along with longtime friend Pat, who also tours with the band and looks after their website, also own their very own clothing line called Role Model.
Before the band had any success at all, we kind of started this company, just like made a couple of shirts and said like, it was kind of a cool idea. And eventually it turned out, you know, working out for us. And now we have this clothing line where we make like shirts and like hats, hoodies.
Now we have this
stuff.
multinational conglomerate of clothing.
So do they actually consider themselves as role models?
No, it's a joke. It's actually
That's
sarcastic.
sarcastic.
I do drugs. I buy. I'm not going to say that. I'm kidding.
You just did, bud.
No, I think that I think that we live our lives the way we want to, and you know, and I mean, if some people want to look up to us as role model, that's cool. But I don't.
We try our best to be good people.
Yeah,
And
we have our morals and values, and we respect those. And I mean, I think that.
hopefully they're good.
Simple Plan have come a long way from their struggling days as teenagers playing in garages. They've toured the world and learnt a lot along the way. They've faced their critics and won new fans. For Simple Plan, it's been a long time in the making, but there is still a whole lot more to conquer. But perhaps most importantly, they've managed to do it all together as a band and also as friends.
I hate you.
You suck, dude.
You know, we
Can't
just gotta
say for
let
shit.
it out sometimes. And this
Once in
morning,
a while, you got to do this.
this morning, you know, I opened the door
Oh,
of the
that was a
van.
tough one. Sorry.
I opened the door in Jeff's face. He was just
Yeah.
annoying.
He lost
We
it.
don't usually fight.
I lost it, actually.
Jeff is a little hot-tempered, so once in a while he freaks out. But then, you know, after like an hour, he's like, "Yeah, I was a little
intense,
guys.
guys.
There, I'm sorry."
I got a little carried away.
But, you know, I think we fight once in a while. Like, it's natural, you know, but we've gotten better actually resolving the issues. It's really...
Our relationship has gone deeper. You know, it's like it's such a deep friendship. Nothing
good.
can break it.
So deep.
So deep.
I don't want to be a downer, but
I suck my dick. Cut.
Mike.